I would say with the explosion of app dating, hookup culture, it really took, it really hit the scene, and people were like, "Ooh, this is cool," and this is like, order up a person like you order up a pizza. Like, sure, that's cool. And I have found in the past, I would say 3 years, but even more so since October 7th, I found people really looking for something that's real and substantive. I found there's a shift. I feel like people are tired of just the superficial, surface level relationships. I think people want to be known and seen and understood on a deeper level. And I think from going from like we're like that cultural, like whoever, whatever, whenever, societal, casual, two consenting adults, who cares, to this is such a big disconnect. It's such a big leap that that's where people are getting stuck. Like, I know that that's not working. Or maybe I did that. Maybe I did that for a while. Now I want something more significant. How do I do that? And that's where people are getting stuck. So because we're stuck and we're a little frustrated, then we go back to the pattern.
Bad habits.
But it's not working. It's not satiating the need to have a deep, meaningful relationship with someone who gets you, finding your person. As someone said to me, I remember, Manya, you said, one day I'll meet someone who gets me better than I get myself. You know what? The Torah says, Adam yada es chava, knew. Real sense of knowing, being known, being understood. People crave that in a world that's so fast.
100%. I feel one thing, though, that's really lacking in this quest for a deep connection is to know how to truly communicate with each other. And that's an integral part of truly getting to know somebody.
Oh my, you hit a big one.
Communication.
So along with the explosion of apps and social media and phones and TikTok and Snapchat and Be Real, that's not real, like along with all of that came really a shift of communication. And the art of communication, the skill of communicating, the discomfort around being vulnerable face-to-face with eye contact and body language. But the truth is, so much of communication is nonverbal. So, when a girl shows me a text that she got, my gosh, I came home, my friend had a party and it was 3 a.m. and I had a test the next day, a big one. And I'm so upset. So next week I'm going to throw a big party. And like, I told her, like, I have a big test, and she wrote, sorry, didn't know you were home. I'm like, did she write, sorry, didn't know you were home? Or did she write, sorry, didn't know you were home? And the girl turned like, whoa. She had read it a certain way because that was fitting the narrative that she had and her frustration and her pain. She didn't even process that maybe the person actually was apologizing. Right. And that's on a very, we're not talking very deep. And I will tell you this, I really, really encourage people to have real conversations. And you know how many times I've said to someone, have you ever told them that? And they look at me like I landed from a different planet. And I said, if you want to build a relationship with this person, you're going to have a lot tougher conversations than this. If you think this is your person and you can build a life with them, the conversations you're going to have are a heck of a lot tougher. So maybe you got to do the work.